Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincere blessings to the hopeful elect and the 1/3 scattered across four corners of the earth. Shalom to all you beautiful brothers out there across the world, on the highways and byways, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice as the scriptures teach us. And shalom to you women out there who submitted yourselves to your husbands because you know this is the truth and you're still learning in silence. All right? Back with another lesson. I'm the brother Mataza'ah from the GMS Chicago camp, and going into this lesson called Glory in the Lord. Okay? You know, there's a lot of camps, other camps, and I'm not talking about GMS, okay? There's all these other camps that are being ripped apart by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai because they're glorifying in themselves, okay? They're glorifying in themselves, okay? Rather glorifying in the Lord, they're using the Lord's word, which is the scriptures, and some of them are using his name to glorify in themselves when they should be glorifying in the Lord. Okay? We were given this truth by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, which is a gift in itself. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. All right? Every word that I'm saying, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, because it's real easy to get, comfortable with your everyday life and to forget how much of a gift it is to not just have this word, this truth, but also the brotherhood, which is why we should always glorify in the Lord. And that's why we say Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Okay? The Rakah Kodash is the Holy Spirit. And that can only be given to us by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. So we should always be glorifying in the Lord rather than ourselves. This is Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Okay? So you see it says, but let him glorieth in this, that he understandeth and know me. Okay? And when you learn these scriptures, when you get an understanding of the scriptures, that's how we're knowing Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay? We're learning the Lord, how the Lord is through the scriptures. Okay? And to not accept that or honor that and glory in yourselves and exalt yourself is it's just it's ridiculous. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 43:30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed. And when he exalt him, And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. Okay? And, like I said, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Okay? Because when we glorify in the Lord, it's not just supposed to be, with our mouth. We're also supposed to do the work as well. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, because it's a struggle every day, and sometimes you got to fight to continue doing the work, and you can never pray enough, and we can never do enough in this truth to glorify the Lord. And that's why it says, for ye can never go far enough, which means we can never do enough. You can never glorify in the Lord enough. So there would never be a time where you could just be like, okay, I glorified in the Lord enough, let me just relax and chill. You can never do it enough. Okay? You can never make enough videos. You can never do enough lessons. Or, there's never enough times you can go out on the highways and byways, So, long as we glorify it in the Lord, He's going to give us the strength to continue to do so. Okay? But when you get to exalting yourself, using the Lord's word, then that's where, matter of fact, this is Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. So, there's a lot of camps out there, and the camp head is out there, exalting himself more than the Lord, right? And at the end of the day, he's deceiving himself, And that goes for any of us, And as I said, speaking to myself first and foremost, I fight to stay in the truth every day. But I do know that each day I wake up and is able to do the work, I know that strength is coming from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And no matter how many times I fall, even when I fall, I'm going to exalt the Lord. Even when you fall, you should be exalting Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because you're going to fall in this truth. But if you truly believe, you're always going to get up. So remember, glorify in the Lord. And hopefully this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rekakodash. And double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone.